Welcome to the first module, course title Crisis Management Leadership Style. Module 1, Introduction to Crisis Management, course objective. The objective of this course is geared toward achieving the following: to grasp the influence of leadership style on crisis management results through the exploration of various leadership styles and their repercussions on crisis management outcomes. Acquire valuable knowledge regarding the most successful methods of dealing with crisis. Recognize the advantages and limitations of varied leadership approach in crisis management. By evaluating the strengths and weaknesses inherent in diverse leadership style for crisis management, foster a more intricate comprehensive of which style prove most efficacious in different situations. Investigate the role of communication in navigating crisis. Proficient communication stands pivotal elements in crisis management through the scrutiny of leadership styles and their influence on communication during emergencies. Students can gather insight into how leaders can adeptly convey information and oversee intricate communication channels amidst critical situations. Formulate strategies for cultivating and training leaders in crisis management. By assimilating the fundamental constituents of effective leadership in crisis management, diverse strategies for nurturing and honing leaders capable of competently steering through challenging scenarios. Unit 1, Definition and Nature of Crisis. Study objective: by the end of this module, you should be able to 1. Define crisis management and explain its importance in organization and society. Number 2, identify the different type of crisis that organization may face and recognize the potential impacts on crisis on stakeholders. Number 3, understanding the key concept and principle of crisis management, introducing risk management, contingency, planning, communication, and decision making. Number 4, describe the stages of the crisis management process, including preparation, response, and recovery. Number 5, recognize the role of leadership in crisis management and the importance of effective decision making, communication, and coordination in managing crisis. Number 6, identify the challenges and ethical considerations involved in crisis management and understanding the importance of post-crisis evaluation and learning. Let's start by the definition and nature of crisis. Crisis is a complex phenomenon that has been studied by scholars from different fields, including sociology, psychology, and political science and management. Here are some definitions and perspectives of nature of crisis from scholars. According to Rosenthal and Cosmin, 1997, a crisis is an event or situation that disrupts the normal functioning of an individual or group and which require a response that goes beyond the routine procedure and behaviors that are normally employed. Hammonds, 1963, defined crisis as a major threat to high priority value that is unexpected, relatively sudden, and potentially harmful to organization or society. Fink, 1986, describes a crisis as a situation that has reached a critical phase characterized by a sense of urgency, a high degree of uncertainty, and a potentially negative outcome. Pochant and Mitrov, 1992, defined crisis as a major disturbance in an organization's normal functioning that threatens its very existence and can have negative consequences for its stakeholders. According to Labenga, 1997, a crisis is a significant threat to an organization, operations, or reputation that can have a negative impact on its stakeholders and which require immediate and effective action. Crisis management is the process of preparing for, responding to, and recovering from an unexpected event that poses a significant threat to an organization's operation, reputation, or financial stability. A crisis can take any form, including natural disaster, cyber attack, product recall, and workplace accidents. Effective crisis management requires a coordinated and strategic response that addresses the immediate needs of the organization while also planning for the long-term impact of the crisis. The goal of the crisis management is to minimize the damage caused by the crisis and to restore normal operation as quickly as possible. The crisis management process typically involves several stages. Preparation. This stage involves developing a crisis management plan that outlines the role and responsibilities of key personnel, establishes communication protocols, and identify potential risks and vulnerabilities. Response. This stage involves activating the crisis management plans and responding to crisis in a timely and effective manner. This may involve evacuating personnel, securing facilities, and communicating with stakeholders. Recovery. This stage involves returning operations to normal and addressing any long-term impact on the crisis. This may involve preparing damaged facilities, rebuilding relationship with stakeholders, and implementing changes to prevent future crises. Effective crisis management requires strong leadership, clear communication, and the ability to make quick decisions in rapidly changing environment. Organizations that are prepared for crisis are better equipped to manage them and to minimize the impact on operations, reputation, and financial stability. In summary, crisis management is the process of preparing for, responding to, and recovering from an unexpected event that poses a significant threat to an organization's operations, reputation, or financial stability. Effective crisis management requires a coordinated and strategic response that addresses the immediate needs of the organization while also planning for the long-term impact of the crisis. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the second unit of the module. In this unit, we will be exploring importance of effective leadership in crisis situation. Effective leadership is crucial in crisis situation as it can significantly impact the organization's ability to respond to crisis, minimize the damage, and recover from it. Here are some reasons why effective leadership is important in crisis situation. Decision making. In a crisis, decision needs to be made quickly and efficiently. Often, with incomplete information, effective leaders are able to make sound decisions under pressure and assess the situation to determine the best course of action. Communication. Effective communication is essential in a crisis, both internally and externally. Leaders need to communicate clearly and effectively with stakeholders, including employee, customers, stakeholders, and the media, to ensure that accurate information is shared and that everyone is aware of what is happening. Coordination. In a crisis, multiple teams and departments may need to work together to respond effectively. Effective leaders are able to coordinate these efforts and ensure that teams are working together toward a common goal. Adaptability. Crises are unpredictable and can change rapidly. Effective leaders are able to adapt to changing circumstances and adjust their plans and strategies accordingly. Resilience. Crises can be long and challenging, and effective leaders are able to maintain their resilience and provide support to their teams, even in the face of adversity. Reputation management. Crisis can have significant impact on an organization's reputation. Effective leaders are able to manage the organization's reputation by communicating effectively, taking responsibility, and demonstrating a commitment to addressing the crisis and preventing it from happening again. In summary, effective leadership is crucial in crisis situation, and it can impact decision making, communication, coordination, adaptability, resilience, and reputation management. Leaders who are able to navigate crisis effectively can help minimize the damage and ensure that the organization is able to recover and continue to operate successfully. Hello, welcome back. I hope you are taking some notes. We will continue in this model by considering crisis management framework. Crisis management framework furnish organization with a systematic methodology to get ready for, handle, and rebound from crisis generally. This framework encompasses a sequence of stages or steps that lead organization through the process of crisis management. Here's an overview of several commonly employed crisis management framework. Incident Command System, ICS. ICS is a standardized strategy for managing emergency incidents ranging from natural disasters to terrorist attack and other crises. It establishes a structured hierarchy and chain of command for coordinating crisis response, ensuring efficient communication among all involved stakeholders. Business Continuity Plan, that's the BCP. BCP is a framework designed to guarantee an organization's ongoing operations amid and post-crisis. It entails recognizing vital business function, evaluating risks, and crafting plan protocol to sustain operation during crisis situation. Crisis Management Plan, CMP. A CMP is an extensive blueprint detailing the necessary action an organization will undertake to navigate a crisis. Typically, it encompasses procedure for recognizing and evaluating risks, forming a crisis management team, interacting with stakeholders, and overseeing the recovery process. National Response Framework, NRF, developed by the US government. The NRF guidance for managing various crises encompassing natural disaster, terrorist incidents, and pandemics. The NRF provide a structured framework for synchronizing the response effort of federal, state, local agencies, and private sector collaborators. Four-stage model of crisis management by Fink 1986. This model compasses four stages: pre-crisis, acute crisis, chronic crisis, and resolution. It highlights the significance of proactive planning, effective communication, and adaptability in the face of evolving circumstances as fundamental components of successful crisis management. In brief, crisis management framework present a structured strategy for organization to get ready for, manage, and recover from crisis, typically involving a sequence of steps or phases. These frameworks guide organization through the process of crisis management, underscoring the importance of advanced planning, skillful communication, and capacity to adjust to changing conditions. We have come to the end of this model. In this model, we look at the definition and nature of crisis, importance of effective leadership in crisis situation, and crisis management frameworks. You can go back to any unit to refresh your knowledge on how various concepts that has been covered. We have some test items in the next slide. Please do well to attempt it. Thank you.